I warned you. The full moon portal is still open. I know what you're thinking. You think the peak has passed, that the energy has subsided, and that life is returning to normal. But that is the single biggest misunderstanding that will keep millions of people locked in their old energetic loops. The truth is, the main event isn't over. In fact, for those who are truly awake, the most critical phase is happening right now, in the silent aftermath. This is not an echo. This is the real integration period, and it has a deadline. August 13th, 2025. After that date, the gateway closes, and the frequency codes offered during this rare lunar opening will be sealed. What you do between now and then, especially in the 4 hypercharged days from August 10th to August 13th, will define the next chapter of your soul's journey. You have been noticing strange awakening signs, haven't you? Little whispers in your soul, odd physical sensations, moments of clarity that vanish as quickly as they appear. Most will ignore these signs. They will write them off as stress, fatigue, or imagination. But you, the one who found this video, you know better. Your soul led you here for a reason. Before we go any further, I need you to do 3 things to anchor yourself in this powerful cosmic tide. First, like this video, to signal to the universe that you are open to receiving. Second, subscribe to this channel, because the downloads and updates are going to be coming fast, and you cannot afford to miss them. And third, and this is the most important, type "I am ready" in the comments to claim your place in this powerful energetic current. Do it now. The lunar energies from the last full moon didn't just illuminate the sky, they ripped a tear in the fabric of the old 3D matrix. This wasn't a gentle opening, it was a quantum blast that sent shockwaves through the collective consciousness. While the peak energy has passed, the portal it created remains wide open, like a brilliant shimmering vortex in the astral plane. This vortex is actively pulling in high-frequency 5D light codes from the galactic core and simultaneously pulling out dense, stagnant, karmic debris from your personal energy field. This is why the last few weeks have felt so strange. It's why you've been experiencing what I'm calling the 7 shocking after effects. These aren't side effects. They are direct evidence that the portal has recognized you and has begun its sacred work on your soul. We are going to go through them one by one, because recognizing them is the key to consciously working with this energy before the gate shuts for good. The first shocking after effect that so many of you have been feeling is what I call chronological vertigo. This is the distinct and unsettling feeling that time itself is behaving erratically. One day feels like a week, and then the next 3 days fly by in what feels like an hour. You might look at the clock, see it's 1 p.m., get lost in a simple task for what feels like 5 minutes, and look up to see it's suddenly 4:30 p.m. Or you may have moments of extreme temporal distortion, where you feel like you are living a memory and your present reality simultaneously. This is not a sign of poor memory or a lack of focus. This is a primary symptom of timeline integration. The lunar portal dissolved a significant portion of the rigid linear 3D time grid that has kept humanity locked in a predictable cause and effect reality. As your consciousness begins to acclimate to a 5D crystalline frequency, you are beginning to perceive time as it truly is: fluid, simultaneous, and malleable. Your soul is not just moving forward, it's expanding outwards, touching upon past and future potentials all at once. When you feel this time slip, do not panic. Breathe, place your hand on your heart and say, "I am anchored in the divine present moment." You are not losing your mind, you are losing the illusion of linear time. You are being upgraded to operate on galactic time. The second shocking after effect is the phantom emotional echo. You thought the emotional purge happened under the peak of the full moon, didn't you? You had your big cry, you felt the anger, the grief, the release. You thought you were done, but now, in the aftermath, you're experiencing these strange, untethered emotional waves that come out of nowhere. You might be driving to work and suddenly be overcome with a profound sense of sadness for no discernible reason. Or you'll be washing dishes and a surge of ecstatic, unexplainable joy will bubble up in your chest, bringing tears to your eyes. These are the phantom echoes. The portal's initial blast cleared the surface layer of your emotional body. Now, in this open gate period, the energy is working on a much deeper cellular level. It's reaching into the corners of your subconscious, into your akashic resonance, and clearing emotional imprints from past lives, ancestral trauma, and even childhood wounds you thought you had already healed. When these phantom emotions arise, your job is not to analyze them or attach a story to them. That is the old 3D way. Your only job is to allow them, acknowledge the feeling, thank it for surfacing to be released, and imagine it dissolving into the light of the open portal. These are not your emotions to carry. They are ancient energies being liberated from your vessel. You are becoming a clear channel, and this is the final deep cleaning process. The intensity of these echoes will increase as we approach the 10th of August, as the portal prepares for its final closure sequence. This brings us to a critical point. These after effects are not passive experiences. They are interactive. The universe is showing you where the work is being done. The chronological vertigo is showing you that you are no longer bound by limitation. The emotional echoes are showing you that you are being set free from ancient burdens. Many will feel these things and retreat in fear and confusion, trying to force normalcy back into their lives. They will try to numb the sensations, distract themselves, and rationalize away the magic that is unfolding within them. This is a monumental mistake. This is like being given a winning lottery ticket and throwing it in the trash because you don't recognize the numbers. This is a divine invitation to co-create your ascension. Every time you consciously acknowledge one of these after effects, you pour gasoline on the fire of your own transformation. You tell the universe, yes, more of this. I am here for it. I am participating. This conscious participation is what separates the passengers from the pilots of their own spiritual evolution. The portal is open for everyone, but only those who choose to consciously engage with its energy will receive the full permanent upgrade to their energetic blueprint. The others will receive a temporary cleansing, only to see the old patterns and densities creep back in once the gate is closed. The choice is yours, and it is being made in every single moment between now and August 13th. If you have felt even a whisper of this time distortion or these emotional echoes, I need you to stop right now and type "I am clearing" in the comments below. By typing it, you are giving the universe your conscious permission to complete this process. You are sealing the work that has already been done and opening the door for the deeper healing that is to come. This is your active participation. Do not underestimate the power of this declaration. Now, let's move to the third shocking after effect, which is becoming more and more prominent as the veil thins. This is the dreamscape bleed through. Your dreams have likely become intensely vivid, complex, and strangely coherent. You may be waking up with a feeling that you have just returned from a very real place. These aren't just dreams. This is your consciousness traveling through the open portal at night. The dream state has become a primary training ground and communication hub. Pay close attention to recurring symbols, messages, or people who appear. The portal has dissolved the barrier between your conscious and subconscious mind. Therefore, your dreams are no longer just symbolic representations of your daily anxieties. They are direct, unfiltered downloads from your higher self and your spirit guides. You may have work dreams where you are learning new skills, visitation, dreams where you are meeting with soul family, or even deceased loved ones who are offering guidance, or timeline dreams where you are literally test driving potential future realities. The key is to stop dismissing them as just a dream. The moment you wake up, keep a journal by your bed. The moment you open your eyes, before you even move, write down everything you can remember. The colors, the feelings, the words spoken. These are not fantasies. This is your nightly homework from the universe, and the lessons contained within them are crucial for navigating the path ahead, especially for what is coming between August 10th and 13th. That 4-day window will be a culmination, a final exam, and your dreams are the study guide. Ignoring them is like walking into that exam completely unprepared. You are being given the answers. All you have to do is listen. The dreamscape bleed through is your direct line to the universal mainframe, but the portal's work doesn't stop when you awaken. It is actively and relentlessly rewiring the very vessel you inhabit. This leads us to the fourth shocking after effect, one that many are experiencing with a great deal of confusion and even fear: the somatic frequency recalibration. Let's be very clear, your physical body is a biological instrument of consciousness. It is by design a receiver and a transmitter of frequency. For millennia, the human body has been calibrated to the dense, slow, and fear-based frequency of the 3D matrix. Now, this full moon portal has initiated a forced hardware upgrade. Your entire system is being recalibrated to hold and transmit the crystalline light of the fifth dimension, and this process is manifesting as very real, very strange physical symptoms. You may be experiencing a persistent, subtle buzzing or vibrating sensation throughout your body, especially when you are still, right before you fall asleep or just after you wake up. This is not a neurological issue. This is the literal sensation of your cells increasing their spin, your atomic structure vibrating at a higher octave. You are becoming light. Another powerful symptom of this recalibration is the high-pitched ringing in the ears. This is not tinnitus. Pay close attention to the quality of the sound. It often appears in one ear, is celestial and pure in tone, and arrives just before a moment of insight or during a period of intense energetic activity. This is what the ancients called the music of the spheres. You are literally hearing the frequencies of the higher dimensions as your auditory senses are being upgraded. Your guides and your higher self are using these frequencies to transmit light codes and information directly into your energy field, bypassing the logical mind. When you hear it, don't resist it. Close your eyes, breathe, and silently say, "I am open to receive." You might also be experiencing sudden heart palpitations or flutters that feel like your heart is skipping a beat or racing for no reason. While you should always be mindful of your health, for many lightworkers right now, this is the powerful activation of the high heart or thymus chakra. This is the seat of unconditional love and your direct connection to the Christ consciousness grid. The portal is sending powerful surges of energy to blast this center open, preparing you to become a beacon of love for the planet. Alongside these sensations, you may feel random aches and pains that appear in one part of your body for a few hours, then vanish completely, only to reappear somewhere else. This is not hypochondria. This is dense karmic energy and trapped emotional trauma being dislodged from your physical tissue and cellular memory. Your body is purging a lifetime of density. The most effective thing you can do is drink copious amounts of pure filtered water to help your system flush these energetic toxins out. And finally, your appetite and sleep patterns are likely in a state of chaos. You may find yourself repulsed by the dense, processed foods you once enjoyed, and instead crave light, high vibrational foods like fruits and vegetables. You might need much more sleep than usual, or you might find yourself wide awake and energized at 3 a.m. This 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. window is a sacred time. The veil is at its thinnest, and the portal is at its most active. If you wake during this time, do not toss and turn in frustration. Get up, meditate, journal. You are being called into a sacred appointment with the universe. Your body is not failing you. It is ascending. It is doing its very best to keep up with the radical shift in your consciousness. Be kind to it. Nurture it. It is your temple, and it is currently undergoing a holy reconstruction. As your inner world and your physical body are being rewired, the portal's energy inevitably begins to radiate outwards, dramatically impacting your external reality. This brings us to the fifth, and perhaps most socially disruptive after effect: the great energetic sorting. Look around at your life. Have you noticed a sudden and dramatic shift in your relationships? Have long-term friendships suddenly evaporated over a minor disagreement, or simply faded into an uncomfortable silence? Have you felt an overwhelming and non-negotiable urge to walk away from a job, a community, or even a romantic partnership that on paper seems perfectly fine? This is not a coincidence. This is a divinely orchestrated clearing of your energetic field. The law of resonance dictates that like frequencies attract one another. As the lunar portal continues to flood your system with 5D light, your personal vibrational frequency is rising exponentially. The result is that you are quite literally becoming vibrationally incompatible with people, places, and situations that are still anchored in the old dense paradigm of fear, control, and limitation. This process can feel brutal. It can feel like loss. It can trigger deep wounds of abandonment and loneliness. But you must understand what is truly happening. The universe is not punishing you. It is protecting you. It is lovingly removing the energetic anchors that would hold you back and prevent you from fully integrating the new codes. To remain in these low vibrational relationships would be like trying to run a state-of-the-art supercomputer on a dial-up modem. It would short-circuit your system and drain your life force. You may have noticed feeling utterly exhausted, physically ill, or mentally foggy after spending time with certain individuals. These are not just energy vampires. They are energetic mismatches. Their frequency is now so different from yours that your body registers the interaction as a form of static or dissonance. On the other hand, you may be experiencing the opposite, the sudden magnetic and electrifying appearance of new people in your life. You meet someone and within 5 minutes you feel like you've known them for 1,000 years. The conversation flows effortlessly. You feel seen, understood, and energized in their presence. This is your soul tribe finding you. As the old connections are cleared away, the universe rushes to fill the void with resonant souls who are on the same wavelength, who can support your growth, and who can co-create with you in the new energy. The loneliness you feel is a sacred vacuum. It is the space being prepared for the new. Do not fight this sorting process. Do not chase after those who are falling away. Bless them, thank them for the lessons, and let them go with love. They are on their own journey, and you are on yours. Your paths are diverging, and that is not a tragedy. It is a sacred recalibration of the collective soul grid. This great energetic sorting is one of the most crucial preparations for the final closure window between August 10th and 13th. You cannot walk through that final gateway carrying the energetic weight of misaligned connections. It is simply not possible. The frequency required to pass through is too high. If you have been feeling this profound shift in your relationships, if you have felt the pain of letting go or the joy of finding new connections, I want you to go to the comments right now and type "I trust the sorting." This is a powerful affirmation to the universe that you surrender to this divine process, that you release all resistance, and that you are ready to call in your true soul family. This act of conscious agreement will accelerate the process and ease the transition. Affirm it now. As the sorting continues, and your vessel becomes clearer and your circle more resonant, your very perception of reality begins to change. This is the sixth shocking after effect: sensory acuity and the thinning of the veil. The 5 physical senses you were taught to believe in are merely the baseline, the default setting for 3D reality. The portal's energy is activating your higher dormant spiritual senses, what are often called the clairs. You are beginning to perceive the energetic reality that has always existed just beyond the veil of normal perception. Have you been seeing things out of the corner of your eye? Shimmering lights, sparkles in the air, or fleeting shadowy movements? This is your clairvoyance, clear seeing coming online. You are beginning to perceive the energy fields, light beings and guides that occupy the same space as you but on a different frequency. You might see orbs of light in your photos or a strange, almost heat haze-like energy field around trees and even people. Do not dismiss this as your eyes playing tricks on you. Your third eye, your pineal gland, is being decalcified and activated, allowing you to see beyond the visible light spectrum. Simultaneously, your clairsentience, clear feeling, is being amplified to an extreme degree. This manifests as a radical increase in empathy. You might walk into a room and instantly feel the emotional state of everyone in it. You might watch the news and feel the collective grief or anger so intensely it feels like your own. This can be overwhelming, but it is a sign that you are becoming a powerful empath and healer. You are no longer just an individual. You are becoming a conscious cell in the body of humanity, feeling its pains and its joys. This heightened sensitivity also applies to your physical environment. You may find that you can no longer tolerate loud, chaotic places like shopping malls or crowded bars. The noise, the artificial fluorescent lighting, the chaotic blend of energies feels like a physical assault on your system. This is not you becoming weak or antisocial. It is your refined energy system, rejecting low-frequency environments. You are being guided to seek out the peace and coherence of nature which will recharge and recalibrate you. This sensory upgrade is a gift, but it requires new skills of energetic management. You must learn to ground your energy daily, to shield your auric field, and to consciously choose environments and interactions that nurture your frequency, not shatter it. These new senses are your navigation system for the new Earth, and they are coming online now for a reason. They will be your eyes and ears during the critical 4-day window of August 10th through 13th, allowing you to perceive the subtle energy shifts and navigate the final gateway with precision and grace. You are not going crazy. You are not going crazy. You are not imagining things. You are waking up. And the world you are waking up to is more magical, more alive, and more intelligent than you were ever led to believe. The final after effect, the seventh and most profound sign of all, is the culmination of all these other shifts, and it is the key that will unlock everything. It is the one that will become undeniable in the days leading up to August 13th. The first 6 after effects, the chronological vertigo, the phantom emotional echoes, the dreamscape bleed through, the somatic recalibration, the great energetic sorting, and the sensory acuity, are all individual threads in a much larger cosmic tapestry. They are the essential groundwork, the necessary purges and upgrades preparing your system for the final and most shocking consequence of this open portal. This brings us to the 7th after effect, the one that ties everything together and reveals the ultimate purpose of this entire lunar event. This is the collapse of the outer authority matrix and the spontaneous activation of inner knowing. For your entire life, and for lifetimes before this one, you have been conditioned to seek answers, validation, and truth from outside of yourself. You were taught to trust the experts, the institutions, the media, the gurus, the religious texts, the scientific studies, anything and anyone but the supreme authority that resides within your own heart and soul. This externalized search for truth is the very foundation of the 3D control matrix. It keeps you disempowered, dependent, and perpetually looking for a savior or a system to tell you who you are, what to believe, and what to do. The energy of this lunar portal is a direct and powerful antidote to this conditioning. It is a systematic dismantling of that entire external structure, both in the outer world and within your own consciousness. You are beginning to feel this collapse in a very real way. Suddenly, the voices that once seemed so certain and authoritative now sound hollow. The news reports feel like a hollow echo, a scripted play that has no bearing on the deeper reality you are beginning to perceive. The advice from well-meaning friends or family, which you once would have followed without question, now feels misaligned, like a shoe that no longer fits. You might find yourself scrolling through social media or watching a program and feeling a profound sense of energetic repulsion, a deep, visceral rejection of the information being presented. This is not you becoming cynical or rebellious. This is your soul's internal truth-o-meter, your bullshit detector, being activated to its highest capacity. Your spirit is now rejecting any frequency that is not rooted in pure, unadulterated, sovereign truth. It is rejecting the frequency of manipulation, of hidden agendas, of fear-based narratives, and of intellectual arrogance that dismisses the wisdom of the heart. This collapse of the outer authority structure is creating a vacuum, and what is rushing in to fill that space is the most powerful force in the universe, your own inner knowing, your intuition. This isn't the vague hit-or-miss gut feeling of the past. This is something else entirely. It is a clear, calm, and unshakable certainty that arises from the very core of your being. It does not shout, it whispers. It does not debate or offer logical proofs. It simply is. You will find yourself just knowing things without knowing how you know them. You'll know who is about to call before the phone rings. You'll know which direction to turn when you are lost, even if it contradicts the GPS. You'll know instantly if someone is speaking their truth or hiding behind a facade. You will receive sudden, complete downloads of information, complex ideas, solutions to long-standing problems, or profound spiritual insights that arrive in your mind fully formed in a single instant. This is your higher self, your connection to the Akashic field, communicating with you directly, without the distortion and static of the ego mind. This portal has cleared the channel. The signal is now coming through in high definition. The challenge now is to learn to trust this inner knowing above all else. This is the final test of sovereignty. It requires immense courage. It means choosing to follow the quiet whisper of your heart even when the entire world is screaming at you to go the other way. It means trusting your own energetic reading of a situation, even when it makes no logical sense. This is the great turning point. For centuries, humanity has outsourced its power. Now the power is being returned. This is the true meaning of the second coming. It is not an external savior descending from the clouds. It is the Christ consciousness, the sovereign divinity, awakening within each and every human heart that is ready to receive it. The 4 days from August 10th to August 13th will be the ultimate test of this newfound inner authority. During this window, the energies will be chaotic. The collective field will be filled with fear, confusion, and conflicting information as the old matrix puts up its final desperate fight. There will be events on the world stage designed to pull you back into fear and external dependency. It will be a storm, and your only true compass, your only safe harbor, will be the unwavering light of your own inner knowing. To cling to any external authority during those days will be to be swept away by the storm. To anchor deeply into your own heart's truth will be to stand in the calm, powerful eye of the hurricane, untouched and sovereign. You are being trained for this right now. Every time you choose to trust your intuition over an external voice, you strengthen that connection. Every time you act on a spiritual nudge, you are casting a vote for your own sovereignty. The universe is watching. It is seeing who is ready to graduate from the school of 3D duality and step into their role as a conscious creator of the new earth. This is not about being right or wrong. It is about being true, true to yourself, true to your soul. If you have felt this shift, this disillusionment with the outer world and the blossoming of your own inner guidance, I want you to go to the comments one more time and declare with all the power of your being, I am sovereign. This is more than just a comment. This is a decree. It is a declaration of independence for your soul. It is you telling the universe that you are ready to take the helm, to reclaim your power, and to navigate by your own inner star. Declare your sovereignty now. Now let's talk about the specific mechanics of the closing window, from August 10th to August 13th, 2025. These 4 days are not just a countdown. They are a multi-stage energetic process, a final initiation through the gateway before it seals. Think of it as moving through the final airlocks of a great celestial spaceship. Each day has a specific theme and a specific frequency that you must consciously integrate. August 10th will be the day of revelation. The thinning of the veil will reach its peak. Truths that have been hidden, both on a personal and a collective level, will come to the surface with shocking clarity. You may have sudden epiphanies about your relationships, your life path, or your deepest soul purpose. On a global scale, expect major disclosures or revelations that shatter old narratives. The key on this day is to remain the calm observer. Do not get swept up in the drama or the emotion of the revelations. Simply witness them, acknowledge the truth they contain, and allow your inner knowing to process the information without judgment. It is a day for seeing, not for doing. August 11th will be the day of release. Following the revelations of the 10th, this day is dedicated to the final deep karmic purge. All the emotional phantoms, the ancestral patterns, the residual density you've been working through will come up for one last review. This day may feel heavy. You may feel weepy, irritable, or profoundly tired. This is the last scraping of the barrel. The portal is giving you one final opportunity to consciously release any attachments to the old you and the old world. The most powerful practice on this day will be a ritual of forgiveness. Forgive yourself for every perceived mistake. Forgive everyone who has ever harmed you, not for them but to cut the energetic cords that bind you to them. Write it all down on a piece of paper, every regret, every resentment, every fear, and then safely burn it. As the smoke rises, visualize all of that density leaving your field for good, being transmuted by the portal's fire. This is a sacred act of liberation. Do not skip this step. August 12th is the day of stillness. After the intensity of revelation and release, this day will be marked by a profound and almost eerie silence in the energy field. It is the cosmic pause, the deep breath before the final plunge. The universe will be asking you to do one thing: be still. This is not a day for planning, for striving, for communicating. It is a day for deep integration. Turn off your phone, avoid the news, go into nature if you can, sit in silence, meditate, listen. In the stillness, the new codes you have received will be fully downloaded and anchored into your DNA. Your system will be performing its final recalibration. Any activity or external noise on this day will disrupt this delicate process. The silence is the crucible. It is in this sacred void that the lead of your old self is transmuted into the gold of your true divine nature. Honor the stillness. It is the most productive thing you can possibly do. And finally, August 13th. This is the day of passage. This is the day the gate closes. But it is not a slamming door. It is a gentle final sealing of the new reality you have chosen. You will wake up on this day feeling different, lighter, clearer, more yourself than you have ever felt before. The chaos of the previous days will have subsided, leaving a sense of profound peace and certainty. This is the day to consciously step across the threshold. It is a day for embodiment. Take your newfound clarity, your cleansed emotional body, your sovereign inner knowing, and consciously choose one small action that represents your new reality. It could be starting a creative project you've been dreaming of. It could be having a conversation you've been avoiding, but this time from a place of love and sovereignty. It could be as simple as looking at yourself in the mirror and saying "I love you," and truly deeply feeling it for the first time. This action, no matter how small, is a physical anchor. It is you planting your flag on the soil of the new earth. It is you telling the universe, "I have arrived." After this day, the portal will seal, the frequency will stabilize, and you will be living in a new reality, a reality you consciously co-created through your courage, your awareness, and your willingness to say yes to the call of your soul. The world will look the same to the unawakened, but for you everything will have changed, because you will have changed. You will be a walking, talking portal of the new consciousness, and your real work will have just begun. So, we stand at the precipice. We have journeyed through the 7 shocking after effects. We understand the sacred mechanics of the final 4-day passage, and we have glimpsed the profound transformation that awaits us on the other side of August 13th. But there is a crucial element we must address, a practical and spiritual toolkit that will not only help you survive this intense period, but thrive within it. The energy of this portal is a powerful wave, and like any master surfer, you need to know how to ride it, how to align with its momentum, rather than be crushed by its force. These are not just suggestions, these are essential practices for conscious navigation. The first and most foundational practice is radical grounding. As your consciousness soars into higher dimensions and your body vibrates with new frequencies, you must maintain a powerful, unwavering connection to the living consciousness of planet Earth, to Gaia. She is your anchor in this storm. Without a strong root, you can become unmoored, feeling spaced out, anxious, and disconnected. Your grounding practice must become non-negotiable, as essential as breathing. The simplest and most powerful way to do this is to get your bare feet on the earth every single day. Walk on grass, on sand, on dirt. Feel the cool, stable energy of the planet rising up through the soles of your feet, into your legs, and anchoring in your root chakra at the base of your spine. As you stand there, visualize a thick, ruby-red cord of light extending from your root chakra deep into the molten iron core of the earth. Feel it lock in. Feel the stability, the strength, the unconditional love of the planet holding you, supporting you. This is not just an imaginative exercise. You are performing a real energetic exchange. You are drawing up the grounding frequencies you need, and in return, you are helping to anchor the new celestial energies into the planetary grid. Another powerful grounding tool is working with specific crystals. Black tourmaline, smoky quartz, hematite, and red jasper are master grounding stones. Carry one in your pocket, Place it by your computer or meditate with it in your hands. They absorb negativity and reinforce your connection to the Earth's core. And finally, consume grounding foods, root vegetables, carrots, potatoes, beets, radishes, that grow deep within the earth, carry a potent grounding frequency. Incorporating these into your diet, especially during the 10th to the 13th, will provide a deep, physical anchor for your system. Grounding is your foundation. Without it, the other practices will be far less effective. The second essential tool is conscious hydration and energetic cleansing. We've spoken about drinking water, but let's elevate this practice. Water is a liquid crystal. It is programmable. It holds memory and frequency. As you fill your glass, hold it in your hands and speak an intention into it. Say, I program this water with the frequency of perfect health, clarity, and grace, or simply, thank you. As you drink, visualize that programmed, crystalline water flowing through every cell of your body, washing away energetic debris, flushing out old programs, and hydrating your light body. This simple act transforms a mundane necessity into a powerful magical ritual. Alongside internal hydration, you must practice external energetic cleansing daily. The world is full of energetic static right now, and as a highly sensitive being, you are absorbing it constantly. Taking a salt bath is one of the most effective ways to clear your auric field. Use Epsom salt or Himalayan pink salt, which are rich in minerals and carry a high vibrational charge. As you soak, intend for the salt and water to draw out any and all energies that are not your own. Any emotional residue from the day, any psychic debris you may have picked up. If you don't have a bathtub, a salt scrub in the shower works just as well. You can also use sound to cleanse your energy field. A singing bowl, a set of tinctures, or even a specific frequency played online can shatter and dissolve dense energy in your aura and your living space. And of course, the sacred smoke of sage, Palo Santo, or frankincense, remains a powerful tool for smudging yourself and your home, especially at the beginning and end of each day. This isn't spiritual housekeeping, it's essential psychic hygiene. You wouldn't go a week without a shower. Do not go a day without clearing your energy field. The third and perhaps most challenging practice is the embrace of radical solitude. As we've discussed, the great energetic sorting is underway. You are being called to pull back from the world, not as a rejection of it, but as a sacred act of self-preservation and integration. Your energy is precious right now. It is undergoing a delicate and profound series of upgrades. Exposing it to chaotic, low vibrational environments or draining social interactions is like trying to perform open heart surgery in the middle of a rock concert. It's disruptive and dangerous. You must become a fierce guardian of your own energy. This means saying no more often. It means canceling plans that don't feel soul-nourishing. It means choosing to spend an evening in quiet contemplation rather than engaging in meaningless chatter. This solitude is not loneliness. It is a holy communion with yourself and with the divine. It is in the silence that you will hear the whispers of your inner knowing. It is in the stillness that the downloads can be received without interference. It is in the quiet moments that you will truly feel the phantom emotions and allow them to pass through you. It is in solitude that you will have the space to process the revelations that are coming. During the 4-day window from August 10th to 13th, this practice becomes absolutely critical. If at all possible, treat these days as a sacred personal retreat. Inform your loved ones that you will be largely unavailable. Minimize your obligations. This is your chrysalis phase. You are dissolving the old caterpillar self, and the butterfly cannot be formed amidst chaos. It requires the sanctity of the cocoon. Cherish this time alone. Do not see it as a sacrifice. See it as the ultimate act of self-love, the final necessary step to ensure you emerge from this portal whole, integrated, and ready to fly. If you commit to these practices, grounding, cleansing, and solitude, you are creating a sacred container for your transformation. You are becoming a conscious and active partner with the universe, providing the ideal conditions for your own rebirth. If you are hearing this and feeling the resonance, if you feel that deep inner calling to create this sacred space for yourself, I invite you to make one final powerful declaration in the comments below. Type, "I am the sacred vessel." This acknowledges that you understand your role. You are not a passive bystander. You are the alchemical container in which this great work is being performed. You are the temple undergoing renovation. By declaring this, you affirm your commitment to honoring the process, to nurturing your vessel, and to seeing this transformation through to its glorious completion. As we bring this message to a close, I want you to feel the truth of this moment. This is not another fleeting astrological event. This is not spiritual entertainment. This is a turning point, a genuine evolutionary crossroads for every soul on this planet. The energies that have been released by this full moon, and the portal that remains open until August 13th, represent a once-in-a-generation opportunity for a quantum leap in consciousness. Everything in your life has led you to this moment. Every challenge, every heartbreak, every moment of joy, every flicker of intuition has been a part of your training, preparing you to be here, now, awake and aware enough to understand the magnitude of what is taking place. The choice that lies before you is simple, yet profound. You can hear this message, feel a flicker of recognition, and then allow the distractions of the 3D world to pull you back under. You can let the fear, the doubt, and the skepticism of your logical mind convince you that this is all just fantasy. You can ignore the somatic symptoms, rationalize the synchronicities, and cling to the relationships and structures that are crumbling around you. This is the path of the passenger, the path of unconsciousness. The portal will close, and you will find yourself on a timeline that feels remarkably similar to the one you were on before, perhaps with a lingering sense of having missed something vital, a cosmic train that left the station without you. Or you can choose the path of the master. You can choose to believe the evidence of your own senses, the whispers of your own soul. You can lean into the discomfort, embrace the unknown, and commit to the sacred practices of alignment. You can have the courage to trust your inner knowing above all else. You can walk through the final 4 days with conscious intent, witnessing the revelations, releasing the old, embracing the stillness, and stepping across the threshold into your new reality. This is the path of the conscious creator, the sovereign being. When the portal seals for you, it will not be an ending, but a beginning. You will be standing on a new earth, within a new paradigm of reality, armed with a new sense of self and a direct, unshakable connection to the divine. The world will be your canvas, and you will be ready to paint your masterpiece. The universe is making its call. It is sending out a frequency, and your soul is either tuned to that station or it is not. The fact that you have listened to this entire message is not an accident. It is a sign that your receiver is on. Your soul led you here. It wanted you to have this information, this final reminder, this map for the journey ahead. What you do with it is now, and always, a matter of your own free will. The portal is open. The time is now, but it will not last forever. August 13th is the deadline. Choose wisely. Thank you for receiving this transmission. If this message has awakened something within you, if it has validated what your soul already knew, please do 3 final things to amplify this energy. First, share this video with at least one other person who you know is on this path, someone whose soul needs to hear this. We are in this together, and we rise by lifting others. Second, subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell. The guidance will continue, and you will need to stay connected. And finally, go to the comments and share one thing from this message that resonated with you the most. Your testimony is a beacon of light for others. I am sending you infinite love, strength, and clarity for the sacred days ahead. You are ready. You are powerful. You were born for this. Now go and become who you truly are.